Hello, Starseed Chosen Ones. Your wish has been granted due to your unwavering faith. Let us get into the message. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. God know who he's trying to reach. I don't. Just being obedient and giving us the messages. All right, so let us get into it. Thank you all so much for all your likes, shares, subscribes, and comments. I truly appreciate you all very much. If you're new to the channel, welcome, 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 welcome. We're so glad to have you here, a part of our Starseed tribe and community. And if you are returning, welcome, welcome back. So glad to have you back. All right, so let's get into it. There's a lot going on in the energy that we have been dealing with last week. Well, still this week because today is Saturday. And a lot of things happening fast changes, fast movements. So there is a lot that has been exposed about people slandering you, gossiping about you, defaming your character, just lying about who you are, pretty much. Didn't want to believe it, didn't want your people connected to you to believe it, your family members, your friends, and also your soulmate partners. So there's a lot of endings happening at this time in Scorpio season, a lot of endings for new beginnings, a lot of cycles being closed out, chapters, and getting ready to step into the new. God is doing a new thing. We are in the age of Aquarius. So he has been saying keep an open mind for a reason. So people are finding out about who you really are and the power and authority that you possess. People know based on everything that has happened during this cycle and this process, and finding out everything that the karmic energies were doing to you all in the background, and also your twin flame soulmate connections. People are seeing exactly who you are, that you are the true prophet or prophetess. You are the true high priest or high priestess. And you have your Akashic records are open to you. You have access to infinite database, the ability to unlock secrets from the past, present, and also future. You have access to great wisdom, healing, information, and psychic connections through grounding and purification. And people are finding out just who you are. You are a healer. You were a starseed chosen one for this generation to bring people back home to themselves, back to their higher selves, so that they can live how God intended for them to live. And a lot of you were planted in different families and generations for that very reason. God says many are called, but few are chosen. And so you were planted in different families so that you can be the generational curse breaker for your bloodline. And so there's a lot of people that look at you as somebody familiar, like they didn't receive Jesus in his own hometown. They were just like, he a prophet? Like, yeah, whatever. You mean Joseph and Mary's son? So they didn't receive him in his own hometown. So he shook the dust off his feet and went on his mission, operating in his purpose, regardless of what the familiar people thought about him. And so this is how a lot of you have felt in the families that you have grown up in, feel like you really didn't fit in. You just thought you was weird because you didn't fit in with everybody. And a lot of your family members could have been, operating in karmic energy as well. So you grew up in all of that. But now you have been awakened to who you really are and what you're here to do. And it's been a process, learning that as well. And it's been very painful. A lot of betrayals from people that you love, that you were showing genuine love to, that you really actually loved these people and wanted the best for them. You was cheering for them and rooting for them. But they hated you for no reason, but for the reason of they see that you're different from them. And the favor of God is on your life, and God is pleased with you, and everything always works out for you. So that caused them to have, envy and jealousness to you, and do all of these evil, nasty things, behind your back. And then you also had people trying to steal your divine partners that God had set for you and ordained for you to walk this path with, this journey with, to enjoy this journey with, and also operating in your purpose as well. So people were lying about you, and very arrogant, and didn't want you to express yourself. They could have been doing a lot of work on your throat chakra to shut you up, to keep people from hearing you. They wanted you to have low self-esteem, wanted you to be shy and, just back down from who you really are. And they were putting in a lot of work, taking a lot of action towards this, to do this to you. They were very, very bold and competing with you. They didn't want you to be independent, brave, passionate, optimistic, motivated, and self-assured. So they were telling a lot of lies on you all and doing work on your throat chakra to cause you not to speak your truth. And you all could have grew up in families too where they didn't let you express yourself or, speak your truth, to be honest with them. So you kind of like shied away from talking, pretty much. You just became somebody who was observant of everything that was going around you. And a lot of you all were tapped in your spiritual gifts when you were children as well. But nobody wanted to hear it, or they wanted you to shut up, stay in a child's place. That's what they could have been telling a lot of you all. And so you just pretty much hid within yourself, pretty much just being a loner and, off to yourself all the time, not really talking much, but just observing and going through the motions so you can get through life and get out of their house or whatever. And so these people were not able to ruin you, and they were trying to snuff out your light, dim your light, didn't want you to shine, didn't want you to speak, didn't want you to express yourself. But you recovered from all of this. A lot of you all had to heal from a lot of childhood wounds and trauma, in your adult life. And when you became spiritually awakened, you're still doing your shadow work and all of that, healing from your inner child and embracing your inner child and giving your inner child what it needs, what it needed then, that you're able to give it now. And so there are a lot of people ganging up on you, but your spirit team has protected you from a lot of seen and unseen danger, because your purpose is so great in this lifetime and so important. Very powerful purpose. And so your enemies, they have pretty much ended their path. They have hit a brick wall, reached a dead end, and they are facing a lot of challenges and obstacles moving forwards. A lot of them may not be able to recover from this based on all the things that they did to you all out of envy and jealousy is ridiculous. And so this is I'm seeing a coven group, like the power of three karmic energies were working against you all. And they're seeing that this was a bad plan. This is an action that they should not have taken. It was very hasty, reckless, and impulsive, very childish and immature. Everybody who was involved. And they're being found out. They're not having any celebrations that they thought they were going to be having. They was not able to take this blessing from you, these blessings that are assigned to your purpose and in your Akashic records and in your obedience. So there's a cultist or a cult group of karmics who are ungrounded and very noisy on today. They're realizing now that they lack direction, that they are blurry. They overwork themselves, working in the wrong direction, on the wrong thing, worried about the wrong thing. They should not have been focused on you. They should have been focused on their own life. But they lacked focus. They was very impulsive. And now they're experiencing a lot of anxiety and worry and under a lot of pressure at this time because a lot of people are finding out what they did, and they were wearing a mask, pretending to be somebody else, pretending to be a good-hearted person. But behind the scenes, they were doing all of these things to you all. And everything has been exposed. All the lies has been exposed. The truth has come out. And they were doing this to a soul tribe, a starseed chosen one tribe. Trying to affect your support system or things that resonates with you on your spiritual journey. So they were doing this to starseed chosen ones, occult groups, coven groups. And they're seeing that you are the master manifestor. And they manifested this karma that they're dealing with right now. Their life has been turned upside down. The tables have turned because they went down the wrong path, being focused on you and trying to stop and block you. This is a very, very bad decision, a very, very bad idea. All because they were in denial of who you are. And you're ordained to have this marriage and have this supports and happy family, emotional security and fulfillment. These people were in denial about it. And so they were trying to steal and take this from you. And so they did all of these things. They took all of these actions and all of these drastic measures. And even though they were warned to stop and to back off and to leave you alone, that this was not, they were still going to lose because this was not a battle. This was already set and written for you before the foundations of the earth. And this is something that they could not take from you. But they didn't listen because they were engulfed in their arrogance and in their ego and in their selfishness and jealousy and envy and not wanting what God had for them. So they devised their plans, their schemes, their plots, their coven groups coming together, focusing their energy, trying to take you down, take you out, trying to steal from you, trying to attach entities to you, to suck your life force, incubus and succubus, spirits and entities, and all of this did was backfire on them. Now they got to deal with this energy that they put out, that they sent out. And a lot of them were doing it Halloween night as well, because that's the night when a collective of people are coming together for one specific thing. It promotes fear and, demons and witches and warlocks and, everything to make people afraid. And so when you have a lot of people coming together for one specific cause and focusing their energy, they're calling in, the darkness, the evil spirits and all of that to help them. And so it makes the veil between the spirit and the physical realm very, very thin. And so if you have people of the light coming together, you notice, like, if you're ever going to church and during the praise and worship time, if people are really, really sincerely praising and worshiping God, then his presence will show up. So it's kind of like that same thing. And so that was what was going on during Halloween and leading up to it. And then also this new moon we had on yesterday and, 3 days after this moon. And so all of this stuff backfired immediately, instantly, and they were still trying to affect you, but they were not able to. And so now they know that your Akashic records are open to you, and they couldn't take this from you. They couldn't steal it from you. They couldn't drain it from you with all of their evil tactics that they were doing and planning and carrying out. They are very, very aware that you are the master manifestor, that you embody the Christ consciousness, and you know exactly who you are. And it was dependent on you to be weak and to be shy and to, shrink back from who you are, to not speak up, to not speak out. They wanted you to have low self-esteem, not be sure of yourself, and all of that. That's what they was banking on. But you flipped the script on them, and now they see exactly who you really are. That they couldn't take anything from God's hand from you, but they tried. And so now this has caused them to lose everything. A lot of them are going bankrupt, and everything that they wanted you to lose, all this energy that they sent out for years, has instantly went back to them. And they losing everything, hitting rock bottom, because of what they invested in, the seeds that they sowed. They didn't want you to have this strong foundation and family and security. But justice is here. Justice is being served on your behalf. God has balanced the scales, is balancing the scales. And they took the wrong path. They did too much. Trying to prove a point. Trying to prove that you are not who God says you are. And all that did was prove it even faster. So a lot of people are receiving the truth and cutting people off, seeing that they were in this copycat energy, trying to imitate you and mimic you. And they were doing this just for money, just for material gain and wealth, just for status and clout, superficiality, just to be seen great in the eyes of men. And this is why they were telling all of these lies, because they wanted people to believe them. They wanted this to be true about you. And people are finding out that this was only true about them. All the things that they said you were doing, they were doing it. And so there's a lot of people who are turning their back on these karmic energies. Also, divine counterparts are turning their back. A lot of these divine counterparts have stepped into their divinity and let this toxicity go. A lot of them have healed. And if they were operating in karmic energy before, they have stepped into their divinity. They have healed, have stepped into being a divine masculine or divine feminine, a emperor or empress, and have turned their back on fake family members and friends and also karmic lovers. And this weekend, there has been a lot of arguing going on. You have been the topic of a lot of subjects this weekend because these karmic energies does not want to let go. But they don't have any other choice. So they're fighting, kicking and screaming and trying to hold on. But it's over. And these divine masculines and divine feminines, they are following their intuition. And they're seeing exactly who was fake. And they also see the energy manipulation that these karmics were doing towards them to keep them from coming towards you to give you an offer, a message of love or apology. And they were doing energy manipulation in the background to keep this from happening. So now these divine masculines and divine feminines have stepped into their divinity and they are following their intuition. And they see who is fake, who was wearing a mask, who was pretending. And these karmic energies, they feel like jackasses, feel like clowns. It's no longer funny anymore. Because this person still misses you, still wants to be with you, still desiring you, still loving you. And they was trying to keep this from happening. They was trying to stop this person's love for you by doing love spells and sex magic and voodoo and all of that, black magic. And so all of that stuff has been broken and backfired. And that now they see the truth. And see that these people are trying to keep them from moving forward in victory and success with you. And so they're no longer, they have let all of these karmic energies go. And there's still a lot of them in the process of doing as well. But they're awakened and aware and see exactly what happened in these situations. They're no longer being able to influence this person. There's no passion here, no harmony, no movement. It's over. They're no longer working with karmic energies. They're starting over. They want a new beginning. And a lot of them have stepped into their divinity as emperors and empresses. And letting go people, places, and things that no longer serve them. They see that these people are very, very immature and abusing their power, trying to take something from you and also from them. And they were also operating in this ruthless, cruel, malicious, violence type of energy. They was trying to take this by force. They was trying to make this person go down a path with them. But they have chose to go down a path with you and closing out a cycle. Yes, they're having this new beginning. These people are trying to keep them from having this new beginning with you. And everything that they did is no longer working. This person is not working with them anymore. And everything they did is being seen and on display. They want it to be seen. Now everybody is seeing what they did, and this is what they did not want people to see. And they are restless. There's no rest for the wicked at this time. Their thoughts are all over the place. They're ungrounded because they're being found out about this huge injustice and all of these lies that they told. And so there's a lot of you all who could be leaving jobs as well. And I'm seeing also, too, if these karmic energies that these divine masculines and divine feminines were connected to got them a job, they're leaving that job. They don't want no parts of it. They don't want them to be hanging anything, dingling anything over their heads, or constantly pushing it up in their face that I'm the one who helped you get a job or something like that. So they're letting all of it go. A lot of them are leaving everything behind and just leaving with the clothes on their back. And so I'm also seeing, too, that there's a lot of you all who are going to be leaving jobs as well because you don't love it anymore. You have lost your passion for it. And you're stepping into your star power and also being this healer in this healing energy, Reiki healing, and in this shamanic type of healing. You're stepping into that, and you're no longer going to be working as an employee because you can't do both to the fullest. You can do it, but it would stress you out and drain you of your energy. You won't have any balance in your life. And so you're walking away from this because you don't have the passion for it anymore. You know exactly who you are now and what you're supposed to be doing on your path, operating in your purpose. And a lot of you all are healers. And you're letting go what no longer serves you or what you don't love anymore. You don't have any passion for anymore. And you're stepping into your emperor energy, a ruler energy, a boss energy, this empress energy that God wants you to operate in at this time. He wants you to operate in your gifts because the natural world needs you and your gifts and your healing energy and power. And a lot of you wasn't making enough money anyway in the jobs that you're on. You're just giving of yourself, your time and your energy, and not even making enough to live the lifestyle you want to live. But God is saying your gifts are going to make room for you. Your gifts is going to bring you great wealth. There's a lot of wealth and prosperity, abundance and peace and balance, harmony attached to your divine purpose. And so a lot of you are going to be moving into that as well. And so God has been saying keep an open mind because a lot of things are happening very, very fast and very, very swiftly. And God wants to take you to new places, so you have to keep an open mind. Let go of specific outcomes of how you think, things should be or how things should go. Because a lot of us, have been programmed on the world's timeline and how they do things. But we're not of the world. We're just in the world, helping God bring his children back home to themselves. And how he do things is going to be totally different from what you have been used to experiencing before. And especially when it comes to these love situations and twin flames and soulmates and, getting married. It may not be like no fairy tale type of wedding or a fairy tale type of situation of where you meet somebody, you date them for a year or two, then you get married, you go through the whole, that whole process is about to be very, very different for a lot of you all. So that's why he's saying keep an open mind and let go of specific outcomes, because he is about to delight himself in you, and he's about to enjoy your happiness as well. And so God is very, very unpredictable, and he does things suddenly. And this is going to happen suddenly for you. You're not going to even see this coming. So the divine masculines and the divine feminines who have stepped into their divinity now and healed, they are about to make an investment in you. And you're about to make an investment into them as well. And you all about to work together and build this strong foundation. And so that's why all these tower moments had to happen, because a lot of people were in situations and relationships that they should not have been in. And it's due to, unhealed childhood wounds, toxicity, people, karmics, wanting what they want, trying to control the situation, trying to control your life, trying to control their life with energy manipulation and love spells and black magic and voodoo and all of that. And so those towers had to fall down because it was built on a false foundation. And so all of that had to be cleared away so that your divine counterparts could see, and their eyes to be open, and them to have their spiritual awakening and to start following their intuition. So God is talking through a lot of them through their intuition, and they are following their intuition at this time. So they're coming in to put in the work and to work with you to build this strong, firm foundation. And you're not going to have any worries. You're no longer going to be dealing with stress or anxiety or any of that, because you're about to have great success with these people. And this is protected by your guardian angels, by your ancestors, your spirit guides. It says some higher power protects you from difficulties and misfortunes. Trust your guardian angels. This is the whole process you had to go through, and in the midst of it, you didn't understand, why God was breaking things down, and, people were leaving and all of that. But it's all about to make perfect sense to you. And this success is protected. You are on the right path and on the right track. You are a seer. A lot of you all could already see that this whole process was going to happen, because you are a seer, and God shows us things before they happen so that we can hold the faith. And that's why he said that your wishes has been granted, because you were unwavering in your faith. You're about to receive a lot of good news. And he gives us a word ahead of time, because he knows what has to take place in order for him to bring his word to fruition for you. you're going to experience a lot of things with your five senses on this 3D that's going to make it look like he's not going to do it for you. It's going to make it look like it's not going to happen, that it's not going to manifest and come to fruition in divine timing, but it is. And he tells you ahead of time or shows you ahead of time so that you can see through the illusions and the smoke screens. But this is your new beginning, and it's protected, and this is happening very, very fast for you, very, very fast changes. And you're going to be taking bold steps forwards. Stepping into your star power, you are protected by your spirit team. You're about to experience a lot of celebrations and happiness and gifts, because you are the gift. You are the blessing. And you're about to step into this spiritual work that God has called you to. And this is going to have you in the public eye. Being yourself, it's okay to be yourself. And you all will be home-based, working from home. You're about to pretty much live the sweet life. Everything is about to be sweet for you. And so when he's saying all of this stuff is happening, fast changes, a lot of you all are getting married before this year is over with. God is showing it to me right here. You are going to marry your divine masculine or your divine feminine. Either an original one or one that he has raised up just for you. And there's going to be an equal give and take in this divine soulmate connection. So yes, I know it's November 2nd, and God is saying that you all are going to be married this year. And so that's why he's been saying keep an open mind, because it's not about to go, the way that you thought it was going to go, or, your specific outcomes you were holding on to. But trust God, you are going to be very, very happy, overflowing. Your cup is going to be overflowing with joy and happiness, emotional fulfillment and security and abundance. Because you stayed on the right path. You walked by faith and not by sight. And you was unwavering in your faith, and your wishes has been granted. So it's going to be a lot of holiday marriages, and definitely next year as well. And you all may be just eloping with somebody, because both of you all are following your intuition and following what your spirit team is telling you. They're navigating you through this path. And based on everything that you have gone through and dealt with in this whole process, you know that you have to move in silence. And so that's what a lot of you all are going to be doing. You may not be having no big extravagant wedding off the first time. There's something that you all may be planning later after you already get married and seal the contract. You're getting this new divine contract with this person. It cannot be stopped. And so you may be going to the courthouse, or going to Vegas to get married, going to the Caribbeans, and just you and a few people. Maybe just you and your parents, or, the people that's closest to you, just a few of them. So that's why he's saying keep an open mind. And once the contract is sealed, then it's only up from there. And you both had to be on the same page, following your intuition and mirroring each other. Equal give and take, seeing each other as your equal. No one's above, no one's below. You're equal. So we have this here again. Keep an open mind. And the spirit animal is the zebra. There is more than one way of looking at things. You must be ready to accept alternative viewpoints and new ideas. You must open your eyes to new ideas and new ways of resolving problems. And he wants you to know that you are protected. And that's the armadillo. You are entering a phase wherein, in order for you to be in alignment with your intentions and co-create your best life, you may have to be discerning and say no to many things that have been holding you back in the past. So old ways of thinking, old beliefs and all of that, how things should be or how things should go, you got to let go of what no longer serve you in the past. And because God said he's doing a new thing. In Isaiah 43:19, he is doing a new thing. And so it's a lot of our old beliefs and habits and behaviors that pretty much holds us back in life. Excuse me, outdated thinking and all of that holds us back in life and causes us to miss a lot of opportunities because we're stuck in our old ways, stuck in traditions and religions and all of that. But God is saying, keep an open mind. He's about to take you on this adventure of your life. And this is going to be great for you. So you can tell God, Lord, I don't understand, but I trust you. Whatever you want me to do, just be open and obedience. And so then we have now playfulness, coyote. This is a reminder not to take things too seriously and bring more balance between wisdom and playfulness. You might need to you might need to lighten up about a matter that was, you may need to lighten up about a matter that has been on your mind for a while. And we have the bobcat, which represents mystery. The bobcat teaches you that there is true power and strength in silence and patience. In order to get what you want, you must be willing to plan, adapt, and above all, have the patience to see your dreams manifest. And then we have the dragonfly, which is adaptability. The dragonfly is a symbol of light and change. It is reminding you to bring a bit more of lightness and joy into your life in order to bring about the changes needed to reach your full potential. Approach things lightly. So that's why God is saying, keep an open mind. Don't be too serious. This has to be this way, that way, that way. You got to throw all that out the window when you're dealing with Almighty God, especially when he's telling you he's doing a new thing in your life that's going to bring you great joy, abundance, peace, wealth, and everything that you have been desiring. But your beliefs and your habits and traditions and religion might have been holding you back and keeping you missing opportunities that he wanted you to have. So trust God, follow your intuition, follow what your spirit team is telling you and showing you, signs and synchronicities all day long. You just got to pay attention. This is your time and this is your season. You are getting this marriage. It can't be stopped. All right, starseeds. I love you all. God loves you. Congratulations. You deserve this. You put in the work. You had the faith. You went through all you had to go through. And it's here now. So continue on with your spiritual practices. Protect your energy. You have every right to stand your ground and protect your energy. Your enemies are going to still be trying to distract you at this time. They still could be doing things trying to cause you to not get sleep, or, doing annoying things to you, and because they don't want you to, get the proper rest and wake up early and be productive and do everything that you have to do, but still protect yourself. Cleanse the energy in your home, your spirit salt baths, wrap your head, still do what you need to do for yourself to protect yourself. Send that negative energy to your spirit team and let them disperse it how they see fit, or you can take that negative energy and send them back love and light, send them back healing, so they can get their mind right and get on their right path, because they can't stop you. You're unstoppable, and it has been proven. Everybody see it. You are who God says you are, and that settles it. All right, Starseeds, I will talk to you all soon. I love you. God loves you. Love and light. Treat yourselves and others right. Peace be with you.